Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hello, everybody. This is Jim Grzanzio back at Oracle Code in Bangalore, and I'm here with Saya Penumuru,
Yeah.
if I got that right. Sorry
Yeah.
if I messed your name up. But Sai, you just had a session on Oracle Database in the cloud. Just a few minutes ago, you just stepped off stage, right? Can you tell me a little bit about what your session was on?
Yeah. So my session was actually basics of for example, if you are new to database cloud services and it provides you use cases, right? How easy you can actually get a database instance up and running in minutes. Also the key considerations, and also I've spent some time on live demo. But one of the thing is, normally as a DBA or a developer, if they want a database up and running, it requires a lot of efforts and time. Especially, for example, when you talk about steps, it takes almost 88 steps. But when it is an Oracle public cloud,
88 steps, you said.
88 steps. So in Oracle public cloud, it is matter of 3 steps, and just blindly provide your database name, passwords, and select what database version. It's easy to select and submit, and within 30 minutes time, your database is up and running.
So I'm just actually interested here. I mean, so you actually showed a slide. You showed me this earlier, a slide of the 88 steps versus the 3 steps. Just interested what the reaction was to that.
Yeah, so it was Leah. I think the first time I think I got around 200 people attending my session, and I asked, how many you guys are really excited about it. So many people are excited, and they think that's a way of moving forward. So wherever I go, my conferences, you less focus on admin job and focus on your innovation, right? So you forget about backup, patching, all the stuff. You should actually concentrate on performance, security, all the other areas. Yeah. Even for developers, whenever they want the database, so they need to really depend on DBA team and operations team to get the server. But here, as a developer, you can actually just click in 3 buttons and you'll get a database up and running in minutes.
So if this is that easy, then a substantial amount of work, a substantial amount of time is freed up for developers to do other things.
Yes.
That must create huge value on their side.
Exactly. That's the whole idea of automation, right? So if you look at the graph, you have around you are saved around 60% of your time, doing this admin job. So you can use that 60% of the time for driving your business requirements. And as a developer, you can actually you have to really understand your business requirement and drive towards your towards the development. And also, I think I was talking about today morning in another interview. So you always write a simple, readable, and reusable code. Don't write a code which is complex and nobody understands. So you always write a code which is easy, readable, and reusable.
Okay, great. Okay, so I just want to actually switch gears here a little bit because when we spoke earlier, you mentioned that you were the president of the All India Oracle.
Now, and so we started, the famous guys like Murali Vallat and Satyendra, and a couple of guys. They were there for a short period of time and they left. Now, it was very difficult to reach out to the All India because the community is too much. So we have started a local chapters. Like we have a local 8 city local chapters running. They follow the same procedure what we follow. So every month they do local events. Also we do quarterly tech days, and also annually we meet. Our annual event is called Sangam. Sangam is the Indian term which is actually meeting of minds. So that's where we actually invite so many international speakers. So last time in Bangalore it was 48 international speakers, 130 sessions, 7 tracks,
Wow.
and 1,000 attendees.
So that's some significant growth since 2007.
Yeah.
Um, So actually, I used to do a lot of community development work myself, and I'm just wondering what your observations are in terms of building community. And this is a developer conference. There are obviously about 1,000 developers here. Um, but I mean, you're out there building user groups in
Videos, YouTube videos, talk to face, you feel that the community, right? So for example, you talk to a new developer and they're also using the same tool set, and you learn something different than, maybe you are having some issues in your organization, just interact with them, Yeah, so a lot of things you can do. Yeah.
have the technology, but without the human beings to
Yes.
actually interact.
Yeah.
So I'm also interested in. So you mentioned, how number actually, what was the number of cities you mentioned?
So 8 cities.
8 cities. Okay. So are they all growing at fairly substantial rates, like equal rates, or?
Again, there is a again coming to the breadth and depth of India. So we north, but again each city culture is different.
Yeah.
For example, Bangalore, Hyderabad is the best place, where you can actually host any event. You get at least 500 people easily. But when you go to different cities, there are very few people attend our events, and they are really good in terms of quality. But there are some people in terms of quantity, but what time we need to host. But the good thing is I have around 35 volunteers from each city. Like for example, total number is 35, but each city we have around 3 or 4 people. They're all like-minded people. So they again, they sacrifice their family time, personal time, and they all excited about helping community, and they're spending time. They just is an amazing team. I feel all my brothers and sisters, and so it's really nice.
So do the individual
All India Oracle Users Group. So that covers entire India. So we've set the rules and, for example, mission and vision. So everybody follows, right? Maybe next year you can see the 8 chapters become 12 chapters. So that's why we are slowly expanding so that everybody follows the same standards, everybody follows the same methods and same thought process instead of going their own way.
Wow. And how long have you been president?
So I'm recently, because my previous president joined Oracle. So if you join Oracle, you cannot be part of users group. So, but again, these all positions for external people. We are the same people. The dedication is from day one. It is same, and maybe it's very tough to do the performance between our jobs and activities because everybody is like so. There is no system right here, because if you go to any organization, you have manager and people, and you can appraisal everything, you can measure. But in our system, for example, I'm having 100% time on Saturday, Sunday. I can spend. Some other having only 10% time,
Right.
but they are ready to spend. That's what we want.
Right. So people
Yeah.
are very motivated.
Motivated, yes.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, well, great. Thank you very much, Sai, for coming
Thanks,
by.
Jim. Thanks
Appreciate
a lot.
it.
Yeah.
And enjoy the rest of the conference.
Sure.
And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you actually very shortly.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thank